Hello and welcome to another episode of Talk Fast, Listen Slow. I am Angela.
And I'm Catherine, and today we have the funny man, social commentator, comedian, my very good friend, James Andre Jefferson Jr.
Woo! Take 7 was a success. We already finished the podcast, by the way. Just want to let y'all know, break down the fifth wall.
I mean, English isn't my first language, ladies and gentlemen.
It's not mine either.
Okay.
I speak nigga. I'm just
Okay.
And on that note,
And
welcome.
bye.
James, thank you so much for coming on our show.
I
This is such
appreciate
an
it.
honor.
Come on. You don't
It
gotta
really
do that.
is.
don't gotta
You
do
are
that.
hilarious.
Yes.
You are hilarious.
I just be talking about shit. That's it.
I have spent way too many hours watching those videos.
Well, I appreciate
Right?
it. I appreciate it. You know, I just give my opinion, talk my shit, and not try to get canceled every day.
Listen,
Oh
all
my
we can all
God.
hope for these days.
So how did you start? Because we know that you're a comedian.
Right.
How did you get into becoming like a social commentator?
All right, so I started doing stand-up. First time I did stand-up, I was 13. Actually, I was 13
Wow.
years old. I was watching Kings and Comedy, and there was a joke on there with Steve Harvey. He was talking about Titanic, and I just laughed, and I said, I want to do that. So I started doing open mics around
At
town.
13.
At 13.
What?
So
Confidence level super high.
I used to take the city bus when I was to middle school. So I was
Where was this?
This was this is in Pacoima. This is in the hood of the LA.
Yeah.
So I would take the city bus all the time. So I took that city bus information and learned how to take the bus to comedy clubs and stuff like that. And so then when I was 18, 19, I got a radio job for iHeart, Clear Channel. And we was doing like a live remote in Universal Studios. And we had this band there called 303. You remember 303?
No.
They had 3 songs on the radio, but nobody gave a fuck about who they were. Nobody gave a fuck at all who these people were. People walk by, who's that? 303. They got this song on. Okay. And people kept walking. And there was this skinny little white kid that was walking by. And everybody from little black kids to cholos, white ladies, all wanted a picture with, at this time, autographs. Because it's like 2009, 2008.
We had the little books of the autograph books.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this time it's selfies, right?
Yes. No, at this time it was still autograph. It was autograph stuff.
Oh, right.
We
So
all had
everybody-
the little autograph
Right,
books.
yes.
So everybody wanted an autograph, and I was like, who the fuck is this? And some dude told me, oh, he's a YouTuber. I was like, what the fuck you mean he's a YouTuber? Because at this time, I'm like,
Yeah,
at
you're like,
YouTube,
what's that?
Right.
yeah, you just watch twerk videos and stuff like that. I didn't know you could be a personality
Right.
on YouTube. And
Yep.
so I looked into it. So that's when I said, let me use social media to elevate a platform to potentially make my stand-up, not better, but to get an audience to perform in front of.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's how it started. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, and you sure do have an audience. I came across you on Instagram.
Right.
And what I really liked is that you were saying what all of us are thinking
Right.
in your own language and making it funny, especially at a time that things were pretty
Right.
rough.
Right. I try to make people just laugh. I try not to be I'm political at times, but I just try to make people laugh and give my opinions. Because, like, especially like the Black Lives Matter, the police shootings and all that stuff. When I was younger, I went through a lot of racist shit. And I thought it was okay. Because the way I was conditioned, I thought I'm supposed to be treated like this because I'm black.
Yeah, this is just how it goes.
This is how it is. I literally, in middle school, I was Santa Claus in 8th grade because I was
Oh
the
my
president.
God,
I was Santa Claus. I went to a racist white school.
What?
Yeah.
In LA.
This was in the Valleys in Sunland.
Yeah.
So so the next day the school was tagged up with fuck niggers. And I didn't at the time, nobody talked to it was probably 12 black kids at the school.
Oh my goodness.
And nobody with no counseling, nothing like that. We
No,
just took
they'll
it.
be
It was-
okay. They'll be okay.
Yeah, it'll be all right. So
Yeah.
at the time, I didn't think it was for me, but somebody told me years later, I think it was the same day that you did that. And then a white friend of mine, she left the school and I seen her like 5 years later. And she told me her father took her out to school because they allowed a black Santa Claus.
What the fuck?
What?
So yeah. So at the time, I just thought I was supposed to be okay.
And
with
here's the
this.
thing,
Right.
you don't process all those things. Coming from minorities
Yeah,
here, you
you're
don't
8th
process
grade,
that
you're just
until
chilling.
you're an adult and you're like,
Yeah.
holy shit.
Right.
And I had a breakdown moment.
Of course.
I cried. I remember I was at CSUN. I was at one of my classes. It just hit me. I was like 22, 21 years old. I remember that. And so that I like to speak freely as a proud black man,
you go.
unapologetically,
Yes.
Absolutely.
to let black kids know, like, hey, you don't got to put up with this shit. This
No.
shit's not all right.
Microaggressions get into your skin, into your body, and
Right.
they eventually come out as something else.
Right.
And that's the problem though. But as he was saying, he grew up thinking that, oh, this is completely normal. He's supposed to be okay with that. Actually,
It's just conditioned to think
No.
that way.
Yeah,
This is how I'm
conditioning.
supposed to be treated. The cops
Social
are supposed to treat me
conditioning.
like this. Oh, it's supposed to be. And so now I know it's not right. So that's why I talk out nice and try to make it funny at the same time. Because it goes in the brain simpler.
Yeah,
if I come and try to teach you, because I'm a comedian still. I'm a comedian first, but if I can make real life issues funny and at the same time teach a lesson, that's, I feel like,
but
a perfect
that's comedy.
video.
Comedy is social commentary in a way where it's lighthearted and easy to digest.
Right.
But I think we're going into a place now where comedy is on the shelf in the sense that everything's being questioned.
If it keeps going this way, you're gonna go to the comedy store and you're just gonna hear a bunch of knock jokes.
No.
Yes.
That's all that's gonna happen. If at the end of the day, I can listen to white comics say racist black jokes because I know their intentions.
Yes.
I know their intentions.
Yes.
I know what they're saying.
As long as they're fucking funny. If you're not funny, let's cancel you.
If you just say like, you remember Michael Kramer when he did that thing at the Laugh Factory? Did you see that?
But he's not funny.
It wasn't funny.
What happened?
He was saying a joke. He was bombing, and some black audience members were up top in the balcony, and then he'd start saying, "Oh, there's a nigger up there." He said
Seinfeld,
like 17 times.
Dude from Seinfeld.
Yeah, from Seinfeld.
Yes, Kramer.
He went in a whole like just rant of dumbness. It wasn't funny. Here's the thing. I feel like comedians to me is such a craft. It's such a beautiful studied craft. You cannot just get up there. There's so much work involved. Like I really admire comedians because it's writing a dialogue and then trying it out and then finessing it and then adapting it to the crowd.
Finessing is the key word right there.
It absolutely is.
Because any and everything is funny.
Out.
Any and everything is funny. It's just how you put it.
Absolutely.
It's just how you put it. You can make anything and everything funny. That's why I've heard white comics make black jokes that were hilarious.
Of course.
And I heard white comics make black jokes. I'm like, that's not going to work because it's not funny.
Right. And you as a comedian, have you, I mean, I'm sure you have, but how do you handle that where, let's say you say a joke and someone is offended and people ask, oh, you need to apologize. It's comedy. Like it's gone to...
I won't apologize.
Good. Okay, good.
I won't. I've said things now. If I make a political... there was one time I made a video about a U.S. bombing Syria. And it wasn't a comedy. It wasn't comical at all. It was very serious. And I said the name of the city wrong. And that got bombed in Syria.
Right.
Oh, no, whatever. I just said I got the name of the city wrong.
We Americans, we can do that. That's what we do.
So I got so much hate for that. People say, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. And I didn't apologize, but still, that's why I stay away from trying to make just serious videos. Because I'm not trying to be serious. I don't want to be Malcolm
That's not who you are.
Yeah, that's not who I am. But I just ignore it, I guess.
Yeah.
To answer your question, it's just it's no people are going, no matter what, if I came on here and I acted super white and I watered down all my jokes, people still will have something to say.
Someone's
100%.
always gonna hate what you do, so it doesn't freaking matter.
Exactly.
Oh, but guess what? If you don't have haters, you're not doing it right.
This is true.
Right?
I like being polarizing.
Absolutely.
That's the biggest word I'm gonna use on this podcast. So just let y'all know.
It's a $10 word.
Thank you.
Keep that one. In terms of comedy, again, because it fascinates me, that world. I feel like in another universe, I could have been in stand-up, but it takes too much. My ADD won't let me write anything.
You can still do it, though. Use that to your advantage, right?
Let's not create craziness here.
We'll come see you.
Yeah, it's two of you. Knock, knock. Anyway, going back to the question.
Okay.
Who was the person you looked up to, or the way that they wrote their jokes, the way that they delivered when you were growing up? Who were the people you looked up to in comedy?
The people I looked up most to was Steve Harvey, all the kings of comedy. Every single
that
one
was
of
such
them.
a great show.
Earthquake was somebody that when I got a little older that I loved. You know Earthquake, the comedian?
No.
Earthquake, he started.
What was his thing? What was his type of jokes?
See, that's the thing. Black comics, like the hood comics, we don't really have jokes.
They're observational.
We just be up there talking shit.
And it's observational.
And we don't have 1, 2 set up. It's a setup, but it doesn't sound like a setup. It's just like we're talking and then boom.
And the punchlines hit differently.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Patrice O'Neal, do you guys know Patrice O'Neal?
Oh yeah, Patrice is my favorite.
Rest in peace, Patrice O'Neal. I think
he's so sad.
If he didn't let the way he felt about the industry get in the way, he would be a top.
Right.
Like people would see him. He's comics' favorite comic.
Yes.
But the people don't all the way know about him.
It was effortlessly.
Yeah.
You could tell that he was just that person.
Patrice O'Neal is a genius.
Yeah.
Like hilarious. Bill Burr.
I love Bill Burr. I just saw him this week. He's so good.
Perform? How
was it? At the Whitley.
Was it good?
It's so good.
Oh yeah. It's just the way he rants.
He doesn't give a shit. He just doesn't give a shit.
That's why I love this special from last year from Dave Chappelle and Bill Burr because they attacked cancel culture.
Yes.
I think they were very, very important to the comedy culture.
And speaking about cancel culture, what's your take on that? Because everything now, anything that we say, we have to be careful when it comes to saying the wrong gender, saying not putting the right X where it's supposed to be,
asking a question.
I think activists, in some sense, I think too much activists is is that how you say that? Too much activism?
Activism, yeah.
Activism for some causes, it waters down your cause.
Agreed.
It's almost like back in the day, Rosa Parks. There was a lady before Rosa Parks.
Right.
And I forget, I don't know her name, but they didn't use her because she didn't have a husband. And they didn't want white media to be able to attack her like that.
Oh, I didn't know this.
So now they said they chose Rosa Parks. You guys know that, right?
As the face of a movement.
Yeah, as the face of a movement. They chose her. They found the perfect black woman to do this. So you can't attack everybody. There's real hate out there. There's real people that are racist. There's real people that are just hate. And then you have people that fuck up.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
They're just human. Having a human moment.
And like I have a trans brother, and I still struggle with pronouns every now and then.
Yeah, so do I.
But my intent is to get if you want to be a fucking mongoose,
I'll
call you a mongoose.
Tell me what you want.
Just let me know. Okay, mongoose. Are you a blender? Okay, blender. Whatever the fuck you want to be.
Shake it out.
Yeah, you just whatever. I don't. To me, most comics, and this is true, don't give a fuck.
They don't.
Right. We really don't give a fuck. Whatever you want to be called, we call. But we just want to be able to make jokes about everybody.
Exactly. That's why
equal opportunity offender.
I identify as the royal queen of the universe. So
there you go.
The royal queen. Okay.
Of the universe. So address me as such, right?
You're done.
That's why I identify.
See, if you was white, I would have been like, it's a little white supremacist.
Oh, you see? You see?
It's a little elitist. I'm just saying. Also, the crown isn't going through the best places.
If he wasn't Catherine Castro, it was Karen. I'm like,
but do you see what I'm saying? Everything can be
Catherine the Great.
Malinterpretado. How do you say that in English?
So what is it?
Like
misinterpreted.
So what's the word you said right now?
Malinterpretado.
Malinterpretado.
Interpretado.
Close enough.
That's it.
There you go.
I said it worse and you said that's it. Yeah. You'd be a horrible teacher.
Horrible.
You're just like, here, just give me $100 for this.
She's being the
class.
opposite of canceling. Yeah.
All right, next.
$20. Absolutely. I think it's just the time that we're living in. And also I think you said it correctly, where sometimes we just have a human moment that we said the wrong thing, and we could always come back and say, I'm sorry, but it's too late. By the time you already said, I'm sorry, the internet has canceled you altogether. Right. You are fucked.
Well, specifically, let's see. Who got canceled that shouldn't have got canceled? But also, this is what I'm starting to realize. Cancel culture doesn't represent what the world thinks of it.
No.
It's just a bunch of people on Twitter.
It's the anonymous. It's the anonymous crowd, right? Because they can go, it's also tribalism. I feel like people need a place to belong. And if someone's being loud on the internet, I'm going to hop on that bandwagon because now I can belong somewhere.
Yes.
Right.
I think although we're more connected online, we're more disconnected than ever. And I think this is what's happening.
And it's very easy to be like behind a screen or a computer, whatever, just attack anyone and say whatever you want because you're safe. You're have that safety. Yeah. No one's gonna come after you. It's just easy.
Yeah.
But now
they take away from the real problems.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what it is.
They take away from real, like in every situation, there's real situations happening to somebody. Like the Me Too movement, there's real women that really been there, and there's some women that just trying to get in on the trend. I'm not blaming no victims. No. But I'm just saying
we're women and we'll agree with that.
Yeah, so it's just like sometimes you being selfish, you're taken away,
diluting the movement for sure.
Like I'm seeing now on Instagram, I've been seeing a woman, they'll put my pronouns are her and she. I'm saying, and I like a woman. You're not trans. You're not part of the LGBT community. I'm like, we know that already. We're trying to learn what these. Like,
exactly.
Like nobody struggled with
you. You present yourself as a woman.
We're trying to adapt ourselves to the trans community right now. To get the pronouns, and I'm starting to see that more and more. I get what you're doing, but you're taking away from
the real issues.
From the real issues.
I never thought of it like that. Well, why are you inserting yourself in this conversation?
Like you don't need to say, oh,
exactly.
My pronoun is him and he.
We know that already. I was just talking about that this morning before coming here. We were having the same discussion, and I don't know if you guys are aware of this video that the CIA made, and it was the first time that I heard this new term, cisgender.
Yeah, which for women.
Right, for women. So it took us, well, I guess it's not just for women.
I'm a cis male. That's what
there's a cis, exactly. Yeah. So they sent me to an IG account.
The attitude.
No, I just struggle with learning new things. Well, I don't want any more terms.
Listen to this. I was sent to an IG account. Oh, yes, there's now a new term. There's different terms. This guy had on his account mono for monogamous.
Oh, God.
Cis.
I don't even know what monogamous mean. I'm African American. That's what
hetero.
Latinos are
hetero. You said what?
Hetero, like heterosexual.
Oh, yeah. I just said pedo. I said he just put it out there.
No.
Oh, I was about to say, we need to lock him up.
No.
Well, there's a movement, by the way. There's a movement of people trying to get pedophilia as a mental health issue.
Done. Okay, mental health, but you gotta go.
Yes, exactly. There was even a TED Talk. They're trying, we're not gonna go there because
fuck them. Yes.
But here's the thing.
Like, what's the worst? You get canceled by a bunch of pedo. I don't give a fuck about getting canceled by the
pedo police.
No, I can't. That's something I feel strongly about. 100%. And
yeah, you can't. Anybody that touch kids.
We should all feel very strongly about that.
Well, no. Well, as we know, there's a big community that's really behind this, making it a mental.
I seen a video a few years ago.
Diseases.
I seen this one guy. He was talking about it. He was like, he was admitted to he has this problem, and I was like, okay, we need to lock you up, sir.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna be solved really. Just fucking lock you up. Yeah. I'm not trying to deal with this. Cool. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, and also trying to normalize it as it's a choice. That's his or her preference to go with kids.
And if a father wants to knock his face off, it's also their choice. So can we normalize that?
So that's the movement right now.
Yeah.
They're trying to
is it gaining steam? Is it gaining support?
I think COVID took away all that, but it was gaining support. Prior to COVID, it was gaining support.
I can't have no sympathy for them.
No.
I got attacked on Facebook.
You?
About 2 years ago. That TED Talk. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yes.
There was a
TED
Talk?
There was a lady in TED Talk. They actually took it down because it got so much negativity.
Absolutely.
But she essentially was saying something along the lines of, look, this is a mental health issue. Let's not just lock them up. Let's get them help.
Yes.
And so, but it was very like.
Well, how do you help them?
Yes.
What do you do? Is there
because they cannot be reformed.
There was no real answer.
There was no reformation. Those kind of people that are pedophiles, they'll say it.
Yeah.
They cannot be reformed.
But I posted it saying like, are we like, this is really where we're taking this? And people started attacking me for having that stance where it's like, no, like you touch kids, like you get locked away. Like it's.
So
you're right, it was.
Now, okay.
So prior to COVID, it was.
Let's be devil's advocate on this one.
Right.
Now, if you're an older man and you have these thoughts and you don't act on it, you don't do nothing. That's a different conversation. You can go get help. But if you acted on it, it's a fucking wrap.
So are you?
And even that person that's thinking about it, something's wrong with you still.
Yes.
But if you have not committed a crime, they just can't throw you in jail.
But are you a pedophile if you haven't done it?
I think so. I think isn't it? I don't know.
Oh, there you go.
Well, that becomes.
I tried to break down the word. I'm like, the Italian meaning of pedo is. No, I don't know. I tried to be smart. It didn't work out.
Just don't do it. Listen.
Yes.
It's really alluring to go get that Chanel bag in the window. I'm not stealing it.
My fiance trying to get a Chanel bag right now. They're way too expensive.
They're way too expensive.
$2,000 for a purse.
When are you going to do more stand up? Let's go get her a purse.
We'll come support you.
Like $2,000. Ross got some beautiful purses. You know,
Ross for less.
$35.
I'll tell you this: the good thing about, let's say, if you were to get her a Chanel bag, you're playing the devil's advocate. Those bags pretty much over time maintain their value.
They're worth more, actually.
Yes, they're worth more after.
Mm-hmm.
What's the most expensive bag do you guys have?
This one. I don't buy expensive things.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, the way she put her hand on her chest.
For me, it's like if it's over $100, I am not paying for it.
Well, come on, what is it?
But sugardaddy.com, that's coming up soon. So support.
That's the Birkin bags. That's what I heard about the stone in them or the leather.
That's terrible. That's
Cardi
terrible.
B is like taking over the Birkin bag institution.
They're killing the crocodiles.
Is that what it is? Crocodile?
Well, there's a whole bunch of everything.
So speaking of platforms, you're everywhere. Are you going to open an OnlyFans?
No, I ain't doing OnlyFans.
What?
Why not?
I'll let my fiance do OnlyFans.
You are?
I would let her.
So she can pay for her Chanel bags?
Yeah, exactly. I'm all about money. Wherever the money comes
Yeah.
from.
Right.
I don't think there's an audience for me. Like I'll do what's the Patreon? I'll do that.
Patreon?
Right.
But-
Right. Yes.
OnlyFans is becoming that too. Like it's really
It still has the stigma of
it has a stigma.
Yes.
But
you
it
know,
is,
like if
Yes.
a girl told you, "Oh, I got an OnlyFans,"
You
you'd be like,
immediately think
what if
that,
we told you we have an OnlyFans for the show?
I'm trying to figure out.
What can I say?
Yeah,
be honest, be honest.
I feel like you guys do. That's why y'all saying that.
We do, but
We
it's
do.
nothing.
Well, we don't. It's not up yet.
Okay.
But
So
we
what
do.
are you guys doing? Any?
Just extra content.
What
Yeah.
kind of? Yeah. What's the extra content?
Well, you're gonna have to
stuff.
sign up. Don't tell.
Oh, Lord.
You're gonna have to sign up to find out.
Pedophile all day. Just sign up for kidding.
Okay, I'm sweating over
Let's
here.
remove it. I know.
Because of this one wild over here. Just threw that one
Just
out.
giving it back to you.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I tried to get it. You see the transition from pedophile to bags, and we went right back to pedophiles.
It's all about bags,
know.
baby. Goes right back.
Anyway, so going back to comedy, let's go
Okay.
back to comedy. Is there like a comedian that you have a beef with? Have you ever had a beef with any comedians? Because you know how sometimes it gets
I
a
love
little
comedy beef.
wild.
I love comedy beef.
There's not a beef, really.
Misunderstanding.
It's not even a misunderstanding. It's me being an introvert.
Right.
There's somebody I feel like that has a little, because I haven't done something with them.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say who, but I feel like they feel some type of way. I just feel
Well,
like
to break it down without saying who, without
Without
revealing
saying
who, what's
who.
going on.
They're not listening to this.
so pretty
Yeah.
much. I'm trying to figure out this is best. It is what it is. Like
Right.
I haven't collaborated with them, haven't talked to them, blah blah blah, and they started leaving me on red. So I feel like they feel some type of way towards me. That's all. That's really the most I could tell.
Okay.
Did you hear the Leslie Jones beef last week
With who?
with Anthony Jeselnik?
I didn't see that.
Gotta listen to
What
that
happened?
one.
What happened? Oh, is it verbal?
Oh yeah, they went at it. It was page 6.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, there's always
Who won?
comedian beef. To me is my favorite thing because it's so silly. It makes no sense. Like there's nothing actually happens.
No,
It's
because
just
I'll tell you
ego.
why. I'll tell you why. It's if you're a successful comedian, which I'm not yet, which they are, right?
But you're getting there. You're
I'm
in there.
getting there. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, but I'm not Leslie Jones and Anthony Jeselnik or Jeselnik, whatever you say.
That's what he said.
So they worked so hard to get where they were.
Yes,
And so it's
they
like
do.
you're talking shit. I don't know the situation, but why are you talking about me like that when you know we both worked our asses to get here?
Yes. So
A
I'll-
made comedian, especially
Yes.
the older generation, the ones that are 45, 50 years old,
they've been
they
doing
didn't have
it
social
forever.
media.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They had to work their fucking
Oh,
ass off.
Yes.
So
Night
you
after
should have
night, man.
respect for other comics because you know what the fuck I had to do.
And they
Yes.
respect their craft. So like the
Yes.
whole thing was that Anthony was saying that it was his time to perform and everyone gets 15 minutes. So that was
Okay.
the whole thing. And so in the show, sometimes other comedians, like more famous comedians, will come in and drop in,
Which happens all the time.
which happens all the time.
Dave
And
Chappelle drops 3 hours off on your ass.
Right.
exactly.
Right.
But this is all like 15 minutes. Everyone knows it. Everyone accepts it. Leslie Jones like dropped in the show and she specifically asked for the spot. They have beef going.
Right.
She specifically asked for a spot before
Right.
him. And he was like, whatever. Like they don't like each other, but he was like, whatever. Doesn't matter. So she goes on for 15, 25, 30 minutes. At one point, she's just doing crowd work and he's like, she's just fucking with me.
Right.
So it's so funny because
So,
listening to him talk.
this is from
You
prior.
know whose team I'm on.
No, this happened last week.
No, but this beef is from prior.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens in this crowd.
Right,
It's like it builds, right? Like
Right.
he looked at me wrong in the hallway.
Right.
Next
I'm
time I'm
gonna
gonna
get-
say
yeah.
something
Right.
that's gonna. So it's that kind of stuff.
There's a lot of comics who probably have a beef with me because I'm not looked at as somebody that originated from stand up. No, but a lot of people don't know I started doing
Right.
stand up first.
It's
they think I started
funny.
doing like
Social media?
which I did stop doing stand up for a long period of time.
Right.
To work on just YouTube, Instagram, blah blah blah, and now I'm starting to get back into it. So a lot of comics would think, "Oh, you're that Instagram nigga."
Right.
It's holy grail. I feel like stand up is holy grail, and comedians are very much like if you don't do stand up and if you don't do it
But
often,
times is fucking changing.
Completely.
times are
That's what
definitely
I'm saying.
changing.
That there's so many comics like Ryan Davis, Tony Baker, Kevin on stage.
Yes.
They
Andrew
actively
Schultz.
they have Andrew Schwartz is. I don't know
Perfect.
why I just learned his name. Just
Andrew Schultz.
literally 2 days ago, I've been calling him Andrew Schwartz.
It's Schultz, yeah.
Yeah, Schultz. Here you go.
Yes.
Same thing.
I think he is
Brilliant.
what Steph Curry was to the NBA. I think he's
100%.
changed the
100%.
fucking game.
He was like, COVID's happening?
Yeah.
Hold on.
But even before that, I was watching him, and the way he would do things, I'm like, that's how you should be doing things.
Absolutely.
To have a successful a comedy career, you need a social media platform. I promise you, if Eddie Murphy was around this time, he would use Instagram.
100%.
I think you're dumb not to use these
100%.
platforms.
It depends. Some are very purist. Like I was listening to Chappelle yesterday.
Right.
He was on Rogan and he was talking about it and he was like, absolutely not. Like he's a purist.
Right.
He will go do stand up and this is what they do. Like he basically
says, Dave is goated already. He don't need
exactly.
Okay, let me clear my statement up then. I'm saying if you're trying to be a made comic and you're trying to get a big, because there's a bunch of comedians that are just fine with performing, and that's perfectly fine. But if you're trying to become the bigger guy, you have to use social media. Kevin Hart, he says he was on Twitter. People start knowing him from Twitter.
Kevin Hart is a businessman. He's also like, how does he work so much? I've never known someone who's like a movie out, a special,
it got to be cocaine.
A tour.
It has to be cocaine. I'm 100% sure cocaine.
Well, he has like a new vitamin pill that he just launched too.
Hey, that's what he's saying.
Cocaine in it. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
But it's what you mentioned, like those comedians that you mentioned. You're right; they have flourished,
right?
Yeah.
Because of social media.
Right.
It's
and they're good on stage. Now there are social media comics that are horrible on stage.
Yes, two very different things.
Yeah, so you have to find the balance,
right?
Because you can't just jump on stage. You can't.
No,
which makes it difficult because let's say you get 1 million followers and people think you're hilarious. So you start performing, they expect you to be that funny guy immediately. So you don't have the time behind the scenes to grow and grow and grow.
Yep.
So if you are a social media comedian, even if you don't have millions, if you got 100,000, 50K, just do some open mics. And because like when I was doing open mics back in the day, I was doing it to hopefully get an audience.
Mm-hmm.
Now when I do open mics, I'm practicing for my audience. Big differences and a much better feeling than going on stage. I don't even fuck about you comics that don't give a fuck about me, because open mics is a depressing place sometimes.
Oh yeah.
You've been to
I love the whole process. I love them working. I love it with the little paper where they're like walking because they're working through material.
Yeah.
And you can see their brain going. You can see them delivering.
That's the thing. While you work on your material, somebody's on stage thinking their material's not working.
Yes.
And I
remember the first time I realized that, because I used to do a bunch of open mics and I did my first college show. I was probably 14 at Cal State Fullerton. And the material that I've been working on was amazing. And I was like, okay, I see what's going on. These comedians, they nervous and they're working on their own material. They're not really focused on me.
Yes, no one is. That's great.
Now, you just said fiance.
Yes.
You just got engaged during the pandemic, right?
Yes.
It was a really beautiful proposal. Tell us about that.
About the proposal or just the whole relationship?
Everything, the whole relationship.
So I met my my girlfriend at the time of 2008. So we've been together for 12 years. Okay. And I finally decided to put a ring on it. Year 12, yeah. You know, I was going to wait 12 more years, so she needed to be happy, to be honest. So I was thinking about my proposal. I was like, what do I want to do? I was on Instagram, I was on YouTube. I was looking at all these things, and then I said, what's the one thing I could do? So we do this skit every year for Valentine's Day saying fuck skinny people. Not skinny people. Fuck single people. And skinny people. But anyway.
I feel attacked both ways.
Well, yeah.
So we do this skit where we just go in on single people, like, stop complaining on Valentine's Day. This is our day to celebrate, blah, 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 blah. And so I told her this time, Jimmy Kimmel's seen it. So I said, well, let's go film it in LA, because we're both from LA, born and raised. And so, you know, with the palm trees and all that shit.
Yes.
So as she's filming her part of the film, I get on one knee and I film. If you ain't seen it, I'll show you afterwards.
She had no idea?
She had no idea. I'm going to show you afterwards, okay?
Yeah, it was really sweet.
Yeah, thank you.
I love engagement videos.
I didn't cry, but
Catherine
you could have lied. Shit.
No, Catherine's not a crier.
I cry all the time. That's just, like, I go to movies.
Oh, me too.
Well, yeah, for movies, yeah.
Oh, but proposals, fuck y'all.
Nah.
Fuck your happiness.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and marriage, we just
allergic.
We're not a thing.
She's
we're
allergic.
definitely.
You don't want to get married?
No.
Never.
No.
Why not?
It's not my thing. I just don't see myself living with someone and sleeping with someone 24/7, like every single day. I need my space.
That's why you got to work it out like that. That's the problem.
Well, yes.
There's people that get married and live in 2 separate houses the whole marriage.
You see? That's what I propose.
Every relationship is
different. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a you get to build the blueprint.
Yep.
There's relationships where they allow cheating. There's relationships that you can't even go out. Yeah. There's relationships where you could live in separate houses and they still love each other. It's just you got to find a motherfucker that's willing to do that.
Exactly. I've always said
I feel like there's a lot of men that would be willing to do that.
I've said that that's
so
the
I don't gotta
only
live
way.
with you and
What is that part of the?
You still gonna? I get to come over for dinner.
See you once a month. Fantastic.
Listen, I don't like to feel, ahorcada, like tied down.
You ain't met the right one. That's the problem.
That's also
maybe. I know that. Like
there's a guy that would change your mind. You just ain't met him.
I don't know, but I feel like they always say that to women, and they always say that to men too. But some people are that's just how they live.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially artists. I feel like artists are their own.
Because here's the thing. I'm very much an introvert.
Okay.
I don't like going out.
That's why I would feel like you just want one guy, just like, cool, I don't got to go out. This motherfucking introvert, we perfect.
She likes being alone. Yeah.
Like alone.
But guys like being alone too. They just like their girl.
But they're alone together.
To be nearby. That's it. That's all they like.
Yes.
Like just don't be all up on me.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, see, that would be me. So
right.
I don't like guys that are all up on me either. Like, let me breathe. Like, don't you have something to do?
But that's the problem. Guys feel like that's what you guys want. And I think that's not the truth.
Well, we have all of us have our own love language. So, just, for me, smother me. Get on top of me. Like,
that's why she's saying all of us have our own love language.
Like all day?
I mean, not all day, but like for the most part.
But 23 hours a day.
See, I'm very affectionate with my girl. Like I'm grabbing her ass at 7-Eleven, gas station, all that stuff. But when I need my me time.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
That's me. Like, you know how great it feels for me to wake up in complete silence and not have anyone next to me? That's like
I do because I do that
awesome.
Every day. That's great.
See, I wake up early, so my fiance, she wakes up late, so I get to wake up in complete silence anyway. With a little
right. Okay, so you guys already figured out your.
Here's the thing: my nightmare is to date someone who's like a runner, one of those motherfuckers that gets up at 5 to run.
Oh, I go to the gym 5 o'clock. That's
absolutely fucking.
It doesn't look like it, but I go to the gym pretty early. So and my girl says, when I wake up, I'm one of those people. I can wake up. Like I'm up. I'm like, okay, cool.
No, me too. I'm a morning person.
Yeah. I'm a morning.
So what's the problem then? Why?
Just don't wake me up without me waking up myself. Like that's also like those families that are born into marathoners. They're all like running together. Absolutely fucking not. Do not wake me up to go running together.
Then don't date a guy that.
No,
runs.
white people. No.
I knew what you were saying.
It's like the Tims
the
of the world.
Caucasians, yeah.
Yes. Let's go run a Thanksgiving. No, Susan. No. Do not want to run before fucking Thanksgiving dinner.
I'm so glad I don't got to say the white jokes on this podcast.
That's fine. I'll do them for you.
Yeah, you can do all the jokes you want.
I know.
So what are you working on these days?
Right now we just got a new radio show, syndicated with it's called the Bootleg Kev Show. I'm the co-host with Nico Blitz. We're in like 6 different markets, which I can't name right now. We're in Vegas, I know that for sure.
LA.
We're working on LA because it's funny because with the pandemic, I used to work for iHeartMedia.
Right.
I was on air at Real 92.3 LA, and they fired a bunch of people.
Oh yeah,
because of the pandemic, including me.
Oh. Okay.
So now, we work on this syndicated radio show. We don't work for anybody. Pretty much, we make our show and we give it to these markets.
Right.
Oh, that's dope.
And so right now we're close, hopefully, to get back to LA. And the show, we all of us on part of the show, we all got fired. I heard.
Is it a morning show?
Oh, wow.
It's right now. It's an afternoon show and a night show. Like we literally make our show. If you want to put us on at midnight with the strippers, we'll do that.
Listen, clap.
Make that ass clap. Is that what you're saying?
Okay. I couldn't figure out what the saying was, but I got close.
He just said clap. You sound like clap. Susan. You said clap. That's you the Susan and Tim. You run marathons in the morning.
Very white. The Oxford came out of me. That's awesome. Do you have any plans for doing stand-up? Can we see you anywhere?
Stand-up is going to, I'm starting to get back into open mics and working on, I always writing. So I'm getting back. So hopefully by the time LA opens all the way back up, I'll be doing more stand-up.
What's your process for writing?
My process?
Yeah. Do you have a process? Do you make yourself write? Because I know some comedians have a notebook and like they make themselves write from 11 a.m.
The funny thing is, I remember this is about 5 years ago. I made this big old, I got this big old folder, right? And I put it in files, and it took me like all day to make. I was doing all this, organize it
with the little
and
colors,
then I remember I spent like about $40 on this notebook and all the stuff in it. And I remember I just looked at my laptop. I said, what the fuck am I doing? I got a laptop right here. Like my laptop does all this shit that I'm sitting here like, okay, this
is like stickers.
This is for black jokes. Right, you gotta slide it in the little divider. And I just so now I just write on my laptop now. I still like, if I like if I'm on the road, I could use voice notes.
Okay.
I just say just.
And does it come to you, or do you have to sit yourself down to do them? How do
it comes to me?
Okay.
Like when I make my videos, like when I talk to people, I know people that make content for social media, and they say it takes 4 to 5 hours. I can make a video in 30 minutes. I'll have the concept filmed and edited just like this.
Wow.
It's because when I started, I remember I was talking to my girlfriend at the time, which is my fiance now.
Thank God it's the same one.
Same one.
Let's clarify that one.
It's not the side chick though at that time, but anyway. So I just make my videos. Most of my videos, every now and then, when it's something I want to get deeper in, I write it out. But a lot of times, I literally just
it just flows like a monologue
put the camera
to you.
on. Yeah, it's very. I stutter. My brand is literally stuttering, saying things wrong.
Just you. You're just being you.
I'm just me. Because I used to make videos. I used to make minute videos. They used to be 1 minute long, and I used to be the loud black guy, which people loved. But it didn't allow me to really get deep down into how I felt about situations. So now with IGTV, I'm able to spend 2-3 minutes really getting down, and I'm more myself.
I love that. So you found your space, you find your platform to really be you.
And they monetize IGTV, so that's why I said
exactly. Are you monetizing?
Yeah.
How do you monetize IGTV?
Yeah.
Ads?
Yeah, ads.
Look at that.
You could monetize, you could hustle, but now Instagram actually cutting checks to people.
Yes. Oh, really?
Yes.
They weren't for the longest, but now they are.
And you can monetize also your lives.
Oh yeah, with the badges, right?
I'm learning so much.
Yes,
in the next episode.
Time for us to make money.
But you guys are already on OnlyFans with your exclusive content, so
not yet. Oh. But it's coming. Swipe
We're
up.
About to be.
Swipe up.
So
I'm not part of the OnlyFans content. Just
he is. He's actually showing him.
We're getting him to OnlyFans. Trust,
babe. I don't trust.
Or
these Dominican women.
We'll figure it out.
I have nothing to do with their OnlyFans, babe. Just letting you know.
Well, we're so happy you came to join us.
I'm happy
today.
to be here. I promise you, this is fun. I like the theme, and it was a great conversation. I like just talking freely. Podcast is so much better than radio.
Oh my God, all day.
It's just more flow to it.
Yes,
it's just sharing human emotions and human, just like
just having
how you have a conversation, having coffee with people.
Right.
So when it comes to your social commentating, right?
I can teach you English, teach me Spanish.
There you go.
Perfect.
And my English is horrible, so you gonna sound ghetto as hell.
He's gonna show you Pacoima English.
I don't even know
what is it? Pacoima. There you go. What's the last?
I thought you said some Italy shit. I was like, Italian English.
What is it?
She said Pacoima.
Pacoima.
So I grew up I grew up living in Lakeview Terrace, but the streets is Pacoima, which is Lakeview Terrace is nicer, and then right next to it is Pacoima. So it
sounds like a chicken in Spanish. Pacoima. Like you're calling a chicken.
Have you seen the movie with Samuel L. Jackson?
Pacoima?
No, Lakeview Terrace.
Oh no.
Okay. Anyway.
Oh yes, Lakeview Terrace.
That's where my grandmother lives.
Part.
And so I grew up there, but Pacoima's in the hood is like literally right next to each other.
Right. So, okay. Well, I've never been. We should go.
Say it one more time. No, don't go, please.
Pacoima.
It literally, people would tell you Pacoima is more dangerous than LA, like downtown LA.
Really?
It's bad out there. I almost been shot a few times in Pacoima. Yeah. Because
no, we're not going there.
We're gonna cancel that road trip.
We're
gonna go to the zoo instead.
You can go to Pacoima.
Pacoima.
Yeah, you can go to
Pacoima.
No, what'd you say?
Pacoima.
You saying it better though. Say how you said the first time.
Pacoima.
You didn't say it like that.
No, you didn't say that.
You said like Pacoima or something.
Pacoima.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what you said.
You said Pacoima.
That sounds like a Dominican girl.
That's somewhere in German.
We can go to Pacoima.
Yeah, Pacoima.
Let's go to Pacoima.
Like they got poke bowls or something like that.
So hold on. So I'd like to try something out with you because I love your commentating of the news. So,
here we go.
No, so like if we just read headlines without reading the news, whatever comes to you.
So we have this thing where we'll read the headline. We haven't read the news. It doesn't matter. You're just gonna guess what the news is about.
Okay, I think I know what we're doing, but if not, hey.
38-year-old woman tried to pass a kidney stone and popped out her first baby.
That happened in Florida for sure. Florida, that's some Florida fat lady shit that happened.
She didn't even know she's pregnant.
I don't even know what a kidney stone is, but that bitch, she just popped out a baby. She didn't even know she was pregnant. You seen that show? The motherfucker, what's the name of the show? I didn't even know I was pregnant. Did you see that?
Wait, that's a show?
That's a show.
It's a show where a bunch of ladies. I think it is.
TLC. Where else?
It's a bunch of women that I had no idea was pregnant. I just was sitting there eating a hot pocket, and then I was a mom all of a sudden.
No,
I promise. What's the name of the show?
I forget. It is on TLC. It is something like that.
It's literally a show. Like she just didn't know she was pregnant.
Are they reviving it? Do they have you know, and people acting it out.
I never watched it. I just
You
heard
don't
people
need
talk about it. Yeah.
That's hilarious. Okay,
Yeah.
the next one.
Did I do good? I get an A on
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
was
you
really
got an
good.
A
Was
on
that in Florida? Was he right? Is it in
Let
Florida?
me see.
has to
Actually,
be in Florida.
I didn't read it.
Here's another one. Bride tricks family by canceling wedding, but they found photos on Facebook.
They found Facebook. Hold on, say it again one more time.
She's like, don't freaking post on social media.
Hold on,
Bride tricks family by canceling wedding, but they find photos on Facebook.
Oh, she was saving plates. She didn't want to spend all them extra money on plates. Her family done.
You know it.
That's all that was. Because the plates is expensive. She said, "Nah, uncle, I'm sorry, you can't come."
We
That's
canceled that.
she saved about $4,000 canceling on her family.
Plates,
day.
right?
Yeah.
All day.
Here's one. DC mayor defends ban on standing dancing at weddings, suggests district residents should be glad for any weddings at all.
For standing dancing?
Yeah, we can
You can
stand
sit
against.
He's white. Because white people don't like to dance. And
That's
why he said, okay. Because he went to a wedding and was embarrassed. He said, fuck all this. I need to become, when he was 21,
Yes.
he went to a wedding, he got drunk, and people made fun of him, this video of him dancing. So he said, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to be the mayor and get rid of this shit. And he was mayor, signed the bill, got everybody against it, now nobody could dance.
I
think it's factual. That's exactly what happened.
That's fact.
Facts.
I have one more.
Mm-hmm.
Gang members unleash 1,000 roaches into restaurant over unpaid debt.
Damn.
Pay your debts. if you in business with the gangs and the
Don't
two
fuck
gang
with the
members, I think that's in Taiwan, right? That
Yes,
restaurant, yeah,
yes.
I heard about that
Yes.
one. But just imagine you sitting there eating waffles and just two gang members coming in and dump a bunch. I need a refund immediately. I get that just happened, but I'm not eating here because. Think about it. Let's say you clean up the spot, like you clean up. It's clean. You could get all the roaches out. You're not gonna want to go to that restaurant?
No.
Nope.
That goes on to a B at least.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that was a smart move on their end if you think about it.
Because to scare all the other restaurants?
Yes.
That's true. They shut the restaurant down. I mean, they didn't.
Did they shut the restaurant down? Do you know?
Probably.
They have to.
They have to.
I'm sorry. I know you had nothing to do with it, but this motherfucker, you gotta turn this into a Home Depot or something.
Target.
Yeah.
You know, it's
no,
Target.
Walmart, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
I know
God.
one of the
At least
owners
they didn't
of
go
Walmart.
Italian mafia on their asses and fucking.
But that was kind of smart. Instead of going in, with
It was
blazing
tactical.
guns.
Where did they get the roaches from? That's my question.
Pet store, no?
You just go buy 1,000 roaches at the pet store? What pet stores you go to?
I mean, it's
I
Taiwan.
think so, like the big ones.
Maybe like a fishing store, like fish bait.
Right.
Mm.
Right.
And
Exactly.
maybe that's where they say, can I get 1,000?
Were they women?
That
It was
must be
definitely women.
That must
Women-
have been the biggest order.
No, women are afraid of roaches.
But women, I'm not. Women
You're not
are way
afraid of roaches?
Mm-mm. But
So
women are way smart. I will do that shit because it's petty as fuck. Men would be
Yeah.
like, we're gonna blow up the shit, like it's gonna be dynamite. You know, a woman thought of that. At
Nah,
least she thought of it.
It's just,
I don't know.
it's dumb. So that's, I think,
It's
like,
petty.
Like, you know when OJ,
You're shutting that restaurant down. Ain't nobody coming back to that.
So you think men just go beat up the restaurant?
100%. They're brutal about
And
it.
then women said, fuck it.
Yeah.
You're done.
They're gonna be like,
I
oh, you
guess.
can't incriminate me.
A woman planned it and
Yes.
sent two idiots to do it.
Right.
Okay, there you go.
Could be.
We're petty as fuck.
Oh, you guys are
So-
Dominican too?
And
Oh,
we
yeah.
don't let it go. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
20 years later.
I was actually petty recently. Remember? I sent you that information. I was like, I had to do it.
Which one?
Oh, well.
That's
You
private.
can't start it. I forgot.
Yeah, private information. You gonna tell us?
I know, right? Who cares?
I want to know.
Yeah, that's
Just subject A. That's
well,
just
yeah,
call
I
him
can
that.
tell you. I can tell you. So, okay, so there's this guy who's a really, really good friend of mine.
There's always a guy.
We
Okay.
dated a long time ago.
Oh, I remember.
And we stopped dating because he needed way too much attention. Like
Okay.
I couldn't handle it.
Right.
I mean, he has questionable mental things too.
Well, but that's different.
he's a
He's
pedo?
actually no. He's actually handicapped. He had an accident, but
Oh,
he's like
so-
the guy is brilliant.
Right. Still or after that?
After he
Okay.
had parts of his brain removed, he had an accident. He was in a coma for
He had
3 or
parts of his
4
brain
months.
removed?
Yes, he had
And he's
parts.
still brilliant?
He's brilliant.
That's amazing.
He really is. He
That's saying
had
a
to,
lot for a man.
he
Yeah.
had to learn how to walk,
We lost a
talk.
quarter of our brain and still be able to.
Still brilliant. Yes,
Yeah,
but the
that's-
part of the brain that they removed is the part where all like the emotions,
Sensibilities.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
and so he doesn't have that sensitivity chip.
Okay.
But he needed too much attention. I'm like,
Like attention, like you need to feed him and take care of him?
No, like be
Be
with
here,
him all the
come, let's
time,
go.
travel all over the world with him all the time, like 24/7. I can't do that.
Oh, so he rich too.
Oh, he rich.
Oh yes,
Okay.
no. The guy is loaded.
Right.
And he's a catch. He's still single. He's a catch. But like, yeah, I can't.
Catch and release from what you're saying.
Yes, let's just be friends.
He's loaded. Damn.
Well, let me tell you.
I'll put up with him.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
Come on, babe. Come on.
No,
Get in your wheelchair. Let's go. Come on.
No.
Come on. Come on, babe.
Get in that wheelchair.
Come on, let's go.
Hit the little thing. Come on.
Open your mouth. Open your mouth.
I told you to charge your wheelchair before we left the house, didn't I, babe? It's okay. I'll push it. Because you're loaded. I promise you, if I was a woman, I'll be a gold digger. I'll put up with it.
I don't know.
Have you ever been a gold digger? Be honest.
I don't have the patience.
No, I can't.
There was never a point in your time you said, I'm going to put up with this man because he has more money than.
Nope.
Have you heard us? We have so many fucking opinions.
I get tired after date 3. I'm like, I'm done.
To be sugar babies. But to be sugar babies, you got to be very like, sweet, whatever you say, daddy.
Are you kidding me?
I would be like, shut the fuck up,
get
motherfucker.
the fuck out of here.
I have no patience. 0.
No, it's like,
okay,
get off me.
Finish the story. Okay, go.
So anyway, he starts dating this girl. Each time he comes to LA.
She looks like a sugar baby, by the way.
Totally. Well, he dumped her ass, thank God.
Oh, he dumped her?
He dumped her, finally. But so they came to LA.
Kat, tell us what you really think.
Yeah, she said finally. Like,
you saw that, right?
Fucking finally.
I hate him,
bitch.
This bitch, let me tell you. So they come to LA, and of course, each time he comes to LA, he reaches out to me. We're friends.
Right.
Like, we're really good friends.
Friends.
No,
wink,
for
wink.
real. There's no benefit.
No benefit.
Just friends.
Okay.
And this bitch is like jealous of me because, he's all over me in the sense that he's giving me attention because we don't see each other every day, right?
Also, let's face it, he forgot if he saw you anyway.
Pretty much. And so she starts like giving me a certain like look. She's eyeing me.
Ange.
We're gonna
Yeah, I'm tweeted right away.
Listen.
Ange ain't shit. Let's get it started.
Her, she, her.
And so
use the right pronoun just in case.
She, her, mono, cis,
Dominican.
You don't know what I got. Don't tell people. Okay, go on.
So long story short, they come to LA.
Okay.
She tries everything she can to avoid him seeing me. And she takes his phone and unfollows me, right? His account unfollows me.
How do you know this?
Because he's telling me all this. He tells me everything, by the way. And he shows me the communication.
He's still in love with you then?
I don't think so.
He still likes you. Come on.
Well,
what do you mean? He's still letting you know, like, oh yeah.
I don't think he's. I think he's just like he just volunteers information
because he doesn't. Okay.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, what? And then I dared him. I was like, you unfollowed me?
How dare
me? Like, I don't care anyone else, but me. Like, we have a relationship for 15 years.
That's the modern equivalent.
Okay. So let's say he was about to get married to this sugar baby that you're talking about. And she said, before we get married, you have to unfollow all your exes. You will still be upset?
But that wasn't the case.
I know it's one case. I'm just asking.
Yeah, he's just asking. Come on.
That wasn't the case. Yes. Because we're friends. We're friends.
Nah. Whoever my fiance tell me to unfollow, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, whatever.
I keep the house happy. That's all I do. Whatever I got to do to keep everybody.
I agree with
there's a point in time when you're in a relationship as a man. My bad. Let me finish your story. I'll say what I was going to say.
No, I agree with you on that
one. Go ahead.
I was at this point in time when you're in a relationship and you're a man, you are a little immature. And that's why a lot of arguing happens.
Yes.
I think men have to be the logical ones and just stop being bitches with dicks. Because that's how a lot of men act. We're not that emotional all the time. But some men just act like they are. Like I've been in a relationship 13 about to be 13 years. I probably have been allowed to been angry by myself twice.
Right.
And those there's not I can't be angry by myself because if I'm angry, she got to get angry. So
at other people or
no, just at me. Like I'm talking about if she's wrong and I get mad, she's gonna get mad because I'm mad.
Oh yes.
So I'm saying
because we got to match emotions.
So I'm only allowed. I'm in a 13-year relationship. I've only been allowed to be mad by myself twice.
Ooh.
Which so now I'm just like, if I don't care about something, I'm not going to make it.
It's not that big of a deal.
So I submit. Like
so big booty holes are no longer being followed in your account.
No, my fiance, she doesn't trip. She doesn't trip at all.
So there you go. But like in my case, I'm not going to say his name. I'm hosting them.
We know who it is though.
I'm hosting them. Like
it's that dude in the wheelchair. What's his name?
That's it. I'm taking care of them. Like I'm taking
the genius.
Oh, he passed.
Oh shit!
What's his name?
Oh, the one with the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh Lord! You acted it out.
Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking. Well, it's actually Bill Gates. That's why they're getting divorced now. Anyway.
Oh my word.
That's it. Well, I posted a picture of the two of us together. I'm like, we go
to be
way
petty.
So yeah. So
I'm like, we go way back.
Oh, I promise you, if he was like, if I've seen that, I'd be like, oh, this motherfucker.
This bitch.
Stressing me out.
I know.
No, but
Did he call you and tell you anything?
No, he reposted it.
Because he's so simple, I'm telling you.
No, he reposted it. He's like,
are they still together? Wait,
no,
so he dumped her?
They broke up.
Oh.
Because she was a gold digger.
How does it feel
soon
to be a
after your
homewrecker?
picture? Yeah, that's how soon after did they break up? After he reposted that picture?
They broke up. Actually, that same day they had broken up. But so it wasn't because it wasn't
homewrecker. We're gonna take you on Steve, whatever
you want to come against me when I'm like treating you special?
Bitch, I made you coffee, bitch.
Yes.
Well,
you know how
some Dominican
special
shit just happened right now. I don't know what just happened. What coffee?
Listen, if I invite you to my house and I make you coffee,
you're special. Yeah, she don't do that.
Like I treated her so nice. Like come.
She could have put a cockroach on her, and she didn't.
There's 1,000 cockroaches?
She could have pulled that one in.
Anyway.
So you're petty because you posted a picture. To be petty.
Well, that was my petty.
That's important.
That was my petty moment. Yeah.
Petty
that's what's not recognized in 2021. Intention is stop being recognized. So if that was your intention to be petty, that was petty as fuck. But if you're just doing it just because...
No. That was my petty moment.
You're petty too.
Oh, I'm so petty.
I know you're petty.
But
I'm not. But I have.
What you mean you're not petty?
I have my petty moments.
We're all petty.
That's like somebody saying I'm not an alcoholic, but I do drink twice a day. You're petty.
I have my petty moments.
You're petty.
It's okay.
Here's the thing: as long as you're not reckless with your pettiness, you just got to be smart how you're doing it.
Exactly.
Why? Fuck what do people think?
Well, this is true.
Just be petty. Listen.
Just be petty.
Mission accomplished. He got rid of her. Thank God.
Oh, was that your mission?
His family is happy. His family is happy.
So I guess the tent was okay.
Okay, yes. Christopher Columbus liberating people.
I'm not petty. That's you wanted to break them up. What'd you say? Say that again.
Christopher Columbus is colonizing all these. But that is like the pinnacle.
No, darling.
That's the pinnacle of pettiness.
Queen Elizabeth.
That's right. Okay, we're
not Christopher Columbus.
What's your petty moment? Or what kind of petty
I have a lot of them. Like I'll post shit too, just for the sake of it.
Like you'll say something under a comment
and I'm real
section.
smart about it. I'm like, like very specifically to that person, and then just don't say it's that person. It's stupid. It's silly.
So you throw subs out there all the time.
Oh yeah, we do that. Or I just show up to an event and I know they're gonna be there. Look great. Oh, you're here?
Oh my God! Yes. You go
and
to
their wife there's looking mediocre.
You go to certain places just. Like she told me a story another day. Yeah, because I went there just it's like Angela.
I know she knows me so well. She knows me
and
so well.
And women have such great intuition.
Listen.
So they know whoever. Like if you go there to see a guy, like just to be petty, the girlfriend, the wife, they know.
Oh, I don't mess with that. I don't mess with guys that have girlfriends.
No.
Yeah. That's just cat.
Okay.
No, but this is different.
Exclusive.
No, this is different because I wasn't dating him. She was trying to get between our relationship that we have as friends, no benefits.
Wait, are you
nothing.
in his will? This bitch.
No.
Okay.
No, you are. You don't know.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here.
Me. You guys have been lovely. Taught me Spanish.
Yes.
Taught me about non-fungible shit.
Taught you Spanish, taught you Italian, taught you French.
All that.
Pettiness.
I think this was a very progressive conversation.
I love that. That's what we aim to do.
Is that my second biggest word on this podcast, progressive?
You're $20 in right now.
There we go.
I
already forgot my first one.
Invested.
Guys, if you like the show, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell.
And we are in all the places you listen to podcasts. So Spotify, iTunes, your mama's house. Just find us.
Y'all too nice when y'all said that. Scroll the fuck up, subscribe, like, comment. If you don't, your mama's a hoe.
There you go, with your dumb ass.
There you go.
She still is, but we love you anyway. Bye.